One, two, three. Okay, so this is a toy gun which I bought for about $5, and you can buy any type of water gun, but make sure that the water gun have a trigger, because if the water gun don't have any trigger, it'll be complicated for you to create your own trigger later. So just to keep in mind, please choose the water gun which have a trigger, and make sure that trigger can be moved. I mean, like, you can press it. If it is static, it will be useless. So let's open this toy gun and see what's inside. So this is the part, which is most of the part I modified. So you can see here, this is the original pump, and it is actually connected to this pump from here, from the tank. So I remove this connection and I just clamp it down so that the air will never get out from here. And you can see that I reroute this tube from the pump down here to the handle. So why I did that is because you can just pump the oxygen directly from here, but I prefer the oxygen to mix with the alcohol from here. So this will be a tank that we keep our alcohol in. So the oxygen, when we pump this gun, the oxygen will go from below, and as the gravity works, the alcohol will lay down here. So the oxygen will mix with the alcohol inside this small tank, and the mix of alcohol and oxygen will go straight up inside this tank. So once the mixture of alcohol and oxygen is inside the tank, you just press the trigger and the combustion will occur inside this tank, and it will go straight out from this barrel. Okay, so let's see on the trigger part. So the trigger is actually, this is the original trigger from the water gun. Actually, I just cut this part a little bit to make it fit with this trigger from the original lighter that I bought. So this is the part from the lighter, and you can see this connection, it leads directly inside the tank. So when I press this lighter, it will spark inside the tank. And so you can see this small tank that we use to keep the alcohol is linked directly towards the tank too, using this small tube here. And so just like that, we have our own trigger, our own tank, and finally the barrel. So the barrel that I use is a collapsible towel hanger. It's like a metal. You have a two-part, which is a small tube and a bigger tube, and then it can be collapsed and extend. So I bought that part, that metal. It costs about 50 cents. And what I did here is, as you can see, I make a hole that really fits this small barrel, and I glued it over here. So you can see I used the bigger barrel to make the barrel move forward and backward. And here is how it works. So when it moves forward, basically you can see here, when it moves forward like this, basically this area will be will have a space so that we can load our bullet. So when we push it forward, we can load the bullet from top. So this is the 3D printed parts which I just randomly designed, and suddenly it fits really well. So load the bullet from top, it will fall straight and then you just slide it backwards and it will hold the bullet in the middle, and just lock it down so the barrel will never move, just like that. So you need to use, most of the time you need to use this rubber gasket O-ring. So this part I use two, so to make sure that it will align with the bigger tube straight, and it will also prevent backfire, backflow of the combustion from here. So you need to use this O-ring to prevent that backfire. Okay, so you also need to attach this, you need to glue this rubber gasket so that the bullet won't go inside here. Instead, it will hold the bullet here. When you load the bullet and you slide it in, the bullet will be held right here, and it will wait for the combustion to happen, and the pressure will push the bullet straight out from this barrel. So basically I installed the 6mm barrel inside this tube. So as you can see, so you can shoot BBs using this one, and that is how it works. So pretty simple design, and without further ado, let's go and try to load the gun up and try to shoot the gun. Okay, so before we start shooting, so this is how the gun works. This is the trigger, this is the fuel tank, and this is the pump to pump the oxygen inside, and this is a slider to load the bullet. So when you slide front, you can load the bullet from here. Just drop the bullet and slide it backwards and lock it like that, so the barrel will never move forward. So once you've done loading the bullet, pump the gun and pull the trigger, just like that. Okay, so here is how to refill the fuel inside this gun. So first you need to remove the tube right here. So just hold that. Okay, just remove like that. And I don't want to refill from below here, I will refill from this tube. So just slide it in, then just fill with alcohol
slowly until it is nearly full. It's dripping. Alright, okay. I think we got it.
So once you have done refill it, just lock it in place like that. And so you may question why I refill it from here. So when I pump this, it will push the alcohol directly into this tank. So you can see this tank right here. So when I pump it down, let's pump it 10 times. You can see there. Let's focus. Okay, let's pump this. You can see that bubble. So that is the mix of oxygen and alcohol which occur inside this small tank. So when it goes bubbly, it means the oxygen and alcohol mix together, and those mixture will go straight into this tank. So let's pump it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is 10 pump. Close this and let's shoot the gun. Yeah, you can hear that. So that is how it works. Hear that? 3, Yeah, that is really powerful. Okay, so let's try to load the bullet. Just slide it to the front, load the bullet, and make sure the bullet drop down there in the barrel. Okay, so once the bullet is inside, just slide it back and lock. So let's try and pump the gun real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now let's shoot the can. Okay. Right. Let's shoot it. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Okay, so now we are going to load the metal BB. Just slide it in front, drop it down, lock the bullet, and it will move. So now let's pump this real quick. 1, 2, 3. Aim and shoot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is quite hot. That is result. So that's it. So if you enjoy watching my video, please give a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, guys.